All right, now for the big story that is going to have, as we are telling our viewers, serious political repercussions. The NIA is likely to file a charge sheet in which it is likely to say that there is absolutely nothing against Sadhvi Pragya Thakur as well as Lieutenant Colonel Purohit. Now, in a major development, the NIA seems to be all set to water down the 2008 Malegaon blast case. Now, the NIA sources have told India Today that it will not name Sadhvi Pragya Singh as an accused in its charge sheet set to be filed in court later this month. The stringent Maharashtra Control of Organised Crime Act, or Mcoca as it is called, is set to be dropped against her in the Malegaon blast case. The NIA also suggests that the evidence produced against Colonel Purohit has been fabricated and the statements of the accused had been taken in duress. The charge sheet is also likely to mention that the investigation conducted by former ATS chief Hemanth Karkare was flawed. Remember, ever since the Modi-led NDA government came to power in May 2014, there have been allegations that the NIA has been asked to go slow in terror cases involving the extreme right-wing groups. The most prominent of them being allegations raised by former special public prosecutor in the Malegaon blast case, Rohini Salya.
It was a totally bogus, cooked-up case, and it was quite clear when Rahul Gandhi went to the US Embassy and told a junior officer, which is now in the WikiLeaks available, that Hindu terror is more dangerous than LET, and LET has been declared on the basis of data given by India to the United States, and now the United Nations declared it as an international terrorist organization. So I think Congress Party's links with Pakistan will have to be investigated, that they did so much to try and whitewash Pakistan's involvement in our terror attacks. I have been studying documents. I saw the documents that the Americans had filed in the United Nations. I spoke to officials there. I spoke to our officials. They said, we are under pressure. And if we don't, we'll get transferred. And many of them did get transferred. All these have to be investigated.
Let me quickly introduce at this moment Kamaljit Sandhu, who's going to tell us all the latest that the NIA plans to do. But before I do that, Kamaljit, before I come across to you and find out what exactly are going to be the political repercussions also. Here is the Malegaon blast case timeline, because it's very important for our viewers to know what exactly happened. On 29th of September 2008, 7 people were killed and several injured in a blast that took place in Malegaon. This happened in 2008. That very year itself, Mumbai ATS led by late Hemanth Karkare was deployed to investigate this particular matter. 24th October 2008, 3 people including Sadhvi Pragya were arrested on charges of involvement in this particular blast. 4th November 2008, the ATS arrested Lieutenant Colonel P.S. Purohit in this particular matter also. In between 2009 and 2011, that is this particular period, 14 charge sheets, in fact 14 people were charge sheeted by the Maharashtra ATS. Now here is where the controversial bit actually began, and the politicizing of this entire matter also began, and this is when the term Hindu terror started floating. April 2011, National Investigation Agency, or the NIA, took over this entire probe from the Maharashtra ATS. And April 2015, the Supreme Court said that there is no evidence to charge them under the Maharashtra Control Over Organised Crime Act, Mcoca Act. So the Supreme Court said that there is no evidence. In June 2015, the NIA prosecutor Salya claims that he was asked to go soft in this particular case. Remember this time, June 2015, the Narendra Modi government has taken over. So this instantly became political in nature. And now today, the information that we seem to be getting. Over to Kamaljit Sandhu now. Kamaljit, of course there will be a political fallout of this particular story, isn't it?
Absolutely, there will be political point scoring, but the fact remains that 2 years ago, the charge sheet against Sadhvi Pragya and Colonel Purohit was almost ready. That charge sheet was never filed. 2 years later, at that point of time, the new dispensation, the Modi government had just come in. So yes, the political parties, at least the opposition parties, are rightly blaming the government, perhaps also accusing them of going soft on Hindu terror. The other fact remains that there is a watering down of case against Sadhvi Pragya as well as Colonel Purohit, almost to the point of of giving them a clean chit. Now, if they walk free, there would be a lot of furor, considering that there were people who were involved in the Hindu terror cases. And remember, it's not just Malegaon too. The other 6 cases related to right-wing terror cases, we've seen one after the other case. Most of the witnesses making a U-turn in the case. Here, the charge sheet will be filed, and then the witnesses will be examined. And it is likely that this case will go in the similar lines as the other cases, where witnesses can claim that they were under duress and pressure. The NIA and ATS are also going to be at loggerheads, because remember, the ATS investigation first pointed out about the role of Sadhvi Pragya and Col Purohit, blaming them for the Malegaon 2 blast. And remember, one after the other, once the arrests were made and the lines were dotted and joined, that's where this entire terror theory was unraveled. Now, it seems that the NIA has a rethought, and obviously that is why there seems to be a lot of U-turns being done by the agency now.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Kamaljeet Sandhu. Many thanks for joining us at this moment. We also have Gaurav Sawant now. Gaurav, in the past, people were accusing the Congress party or the UPA regime of trying to fabricate cases against these people. And now that there is a different government, the Congress alleges that the government is trying to absolve these people from the charges that were there. Obviously, this is heading towards another round of political blame game. I think we lost that audio connection with Gaurav Sawant. We'll try putting that question across to all our reporters, but we'll also try to get political reactions, because remember, as we are continuously mentioning, it's politics that started it all in 2008, and it's politics even now on this particular case. Significant story there.